and working together is a success. And so, here wishing you all a splendid morning. I, Jalpan Lala, welcome you all on behalf of Vyapar Jagat, Mera Vyapar, Meri Pehchan. So, today is the grand launch of our most awaited event of Startup Growth Show 2023. Let me tell you more about Vyapar Jagat and the Startup Growth Show. 1 million entrepreneurs is the community dedicated to promoting the entrepreneurial spirit and the startup world while raising the awareness about the importance of startups in today's social and economic development, as well as inspiring new founders and big business angels to create the startups we need. 1 million entrepreneurs is focused on growing a community of 1 million members inspired to impact the world through their own action through entrepreneurship. It's my pleasure here to welcome the founder, the CEO of Vyapar Jagat, Dr. Praveen Parmar. Dr. Praveen Parmar needs no introduction, but telling about him is he is coming from Botad and he was it belongs to a farming family. So he has a career path from farmer to IT business owner. By qualification, he has degrees of BCA, MCA, Microsoft Certified Professional and Technology Specialist, and honored with professional doctorate. He has worked with Microsoft Corporation as a Microsoft student partner. He is an entrepreneur from an early age, starting his first startup at the age of 20 when pursuing his BCA. Coming from a small town of Gujarat, growing up in a farmer's family where trade and skill was more important than education, he was the black sheep pursuing academic excellence. As he grew in his career, battling high and lows, he learned a valuable lesson. If you have to grow, you must help others to grow. His mission is to impact life of 10 lakh entrepreneurs through the platform of vyaparjagat.com. So I would like to welcome not only the one, but the only one man who deliberately bridges the gap of the right businesses on his versatile platform of Vyapar Jagat. Over to you, Doctor.
All right. So good morning, Vyapar Jagat. And yeah, it's a honor, and this is a very special day today, and especially I was waiting for so many days because I have been through the journey wherein I have entered in the startup ecosystem in 2011, and so I have two stories. One is the kind of story when I failed. Okay, in fact, the idea failed, the business model failed, and that's how the entire startup ecosystem I got opportunity to explore and learn so many things. And the other story which I have, and that is taking this particular initiative Vyapar Jagat, wherein we call it as a success because the way we define our vision, the way we define our mission to support the society, to support the entrepreneurship ecosystem, right? So I think we are getting more than what we have expected when we have started this particular venture. Yeah, so during these three days, I'll briefly tell you about why we have started this particular platform, and especially why we are gathered all together for next 3 days. The entire initiative, which is we are named as Vyapar Jagat Growth Show. Yeah, so vyaparjagat.com is a baby of the journey wherein I had my startup, and it was a failure story, right? And when I once I failed, and once I found that okay, I missed so many things. I were not having the right mentors, I were not having the right team, I were not having the the right investor. So I think, those kind of questions, what if kind of questions, right? And I think those questions are kind of questions which every startup who is not growing the way they were expecting are having. And that is how I thought. And when I started doing research, I found that there are more than 90% startups are failing in the initial 4 years, right? And then, when I have again started going in depth, and I found that what are the reasons why startups are getting failed, right? There are plenty of reasons, and that's how we found that there should be, one more platform. So absolutely, there are platforms, and there are a lot of leaders. So there are a lot of people, those who are supporting this particular entrepreneurship ecosystem, and there are a lot of people even know that, there are reasons for startups to get failed. And but so the if we talk about the entire ecosystem, if we talk about the size of the market, right? So it is large. I mean, not one person can change or reduce the failure number, right? So that's how we thought there should be one more platform, and that's how Vyapar Jagat was came into picture. And we started supporting startups. We started supporting growing entrepreneurs, those who are really doing something good and they are not visible. And that's how we started featuring their stories on vyaparjagat.com. We have started taking their video interviews and featuring. And then during the pandemic, we took this particular initiative to have some some certain events, right? So that's how the conferences and conventions started by Vyapar Jagat. So I mean, again, the idea was very simple: to provide a platform to entrepreneurs wherein they can raise their questions, they can stay updated that what is happening around the business world, right? And so that's how Vyapar Jagat events were started. And when we found that in the market, the entrepreneurs, those who are really going extra mile, they are doing tough things, and they are not getting recognized in a right way. And that's how we thought of a concept called Vyapar Jagat Rated Awards. And that's how the entire Rated Award concept came. And we have we have made it a hybrid model, wherein not only the public voting or only the jury assessment, we have tried to mix it in multiple ways, wherein the entrepreneurs can talk to jury members directly, and jury can also get an opportunity to know about those entrepreneurs, and they rate accordingly. The same way we have the voting platform, wherein it is not again just a voting platform wherein anybody can simply just raise a phone and give a missed call and your vote will be submitted. No. So in our case, the voting platform is something, if you are really want to submit your vote to a nominee, then you have to fill out the form. Okay, you have to mention your comment that why you are recommending this particular person to win an award. Okay, so today might not, Vyapar Jagat Rated Award might not have that particular, the popularity, but in one day, I am sure in one day, it will be one of the kind of the privilege, that particular popularity, wherein people will think about this particular badge, people will think about this particular recognition. So that is how the initiative is started as far as awards is concerned. And there is one more initiative that we have taken from this the 15th of August, when the entire country was celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And so on 15th of August, we have started building our own community. Okay, so it's a Vyapar Jagat community. And again, there are two approaches. So one is when people wants to be part of a powerful network, wherein they want to stay updated, they want to find new customers, they want to collaborate with other entrepreneurs, they want to have investors, they want to have a lot of learning through this kind of networking platform. And that's how we started Vyapar Jagat Forum. And Vyapar Jagat Forum is a community which is there. And there is one more initiative that is very close to my heart and very powerful. And we are the the first in India who came up this particular concept, and that is peers board, right? So peers board is a kind of concept wherein when we say startups are getting failed, and more than 90 or 94% startups are not growing the way they are expecting, right? So there are several reasons. Even if you will Google, you will find that people doesn't have the market fit product, people doesn't know the audience, people doesn't know the purpose, people doesn't have the business model right, people doesn't have the right team, people doesn't have the right investors on board. There are several reasons, but let me tell you one, the powerful reason, and the powerful reason is they do not have right mentors, they do not have right group of advisors, right? But just think on this particular line, when you have right group of advisors, when you have 10 strong advisors, those who are assisting you in all your challenges, no matter whether it is your personal life or it is the case of investment, whether it is a case of presenting your business in front of government people or anybody, right? So see, a startup or an entrepreneur requires a lot of input. It even someone who is having 20 years of experience, he is seeking for guidance, he is always seeking for certain ideas, because there are multiple dimensions, right? When you are thinking in one dimension, it will not work, you will need inputs in all the aspects, in all the dimensions. And that is how we thought there should be a concept wherein every entrepreneur should have their own group of advisory, every entrepreneur should have their own board of advisory, right? And that is how the concept we have designed, that is peers board, right? It is a bit new concept, and as I have said, we are the first who are doing this kind of thing in India, right? So for us also it's very tough, where we have to educate each and every person, right? It is not just like the other networking organization wherein people can easily find that I am going to join the group of entrepreneurs with the capacity of 1,000 or 2,000. But this is something wherein we have to educate people, so that way we are slow. But yeah, so this is also something that we have recently started, and we are trying to make it global, wherein we have started with India. So we are making our presence in all the states, all the cities. So all right, now I'm coming to the last point, wherein especially the Vyapaar Jagat growth show. So Vyapaar Jagat is putting efforts since 2017, and it is 5 years now. And in our journey, we have found that we have grown right. We have found that it is the scale, or it is the growth journey that we are having. And we not only Vyapaar Jagat, but we expect that every entrepreneur, every startup, they also make the right growth in their journey, and to make lot of knowledge around the business growth, to make lot of such powerful bank of insights and experience of leaders. We have conceptualized this concept, this initiative. So Vyapaar Jagat Growth Show is all about growth talk. It is all about learning, wherein how you can grow your business, how you can grow your startup, right? So that is how the idea came. And one more, the touching point was, we all are celebrating the several days across the year. And just last year, our honorable Prime Minister has decided, and he has announced that 16th of January, 16th of January is going to be a National Startup Day, right? Because see, our honorable Prime Minister is having that particular vision, that if we boost the entrepreneurship ecosystem, then overall the entire country will get developed, and we will be able to achieve the numbers that we want to. And that is how, because see, every one entrepreneur can change the lives of millions. Okay, and that's what we see when somebody is talking about startup. So startup is all, so entrepreneurship and the business mind, both are different. When we say entrepreneur, so entrepreneur is the one who can change lives of millions of people, right? And we have a lot of good speakers, those who can address lot many things on this particular line. But so the idea is, so the idea is, that is how we thought, let us celebrate the National Startup Day. And we have decided to bring not only startups, but the MSME leaders on board. And so I think this is a kind of event that we are going to host. So virtually for 3 days, we are going to have a talk show. And then on 16th of January at World Trade Center in Mumbai, we are going to have Vyapaar Jagat Growth Show. And it is going to be a very unique event. It is going to be absolutely a great experience for all those who are going to attend, because this is a very first time we are bringing the MSME leaders and the startups together, right? So a lot of startups are going to recognize through that particular platform, and the MSME too. So yeah, so we are celebrating the National Startup Day on 16th of January. And now I invite all our guest of honor for this particular event to I welcome you all first of all, and I request all of you to inaugurate this particular talk show and open the event for all. Thank you so much, Jalpan. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, Jalpan, you can introduce all our guests of honor, and then we can have the welcome notes from each guest. Yeah.
So yes, we have a versatile and a beautiful lady here with us who's handling the entire Maharashtra as the regional head. उनके बारे में क्या बताऊं? Let me introduce Avni Pithadia, who's the regional head, Maharashtra Vyapar Jagat. Please welcome Avni. Please be here and have some words with us.
Thank you so much, Jalpan, for this beautiful welcome. Thank you, everyone. I would like to thank Dr. Praveen Parmar for such a beautiful initiative. And I'm very happy to get associated with Vyapar Jagat, especially because this is an initiative where it is contributing to the growth. And growth is something we all look forward for. So in today's world where there are lots of things going on with businesses and with the entrepreneur's journey, here is one initiative which just talks about the growth and success, and that is the most beautiful thing about Vyapar Jagat. So I'm very thankful, grateful to all of you being over here with us, supporting us, each and every guest of honor today, and all the juries who are present here today. I knew most of you people, Dr. Shilpa, Dr. Usha, Mani sir, Aditya sir, and yeah, a lot many. So thank you all of you for coming forward and supporting us. Thank you. Over to you, Jalpan.
Again, it's my pleasure introducing Mr. Ashok Shuchak, who is the Executive Director of Vyapar Jagat at Greater Mumbai. Mr. Suchak is a chartered accountant by professional, but he is the strong gauge with his background in finance, account, and internal controls. Please welcome Mr. Ashok Suchak.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to all the guests for this prestigious event of Vyapar Jagat. And many of the faces obviously known to me. And thank you for the wonderful introduction, Jalpan. So it is like our privilege to head the Mumbai region for the Vyapar Jagat. It is ultimately to give the gain or the benefits to the entrepreneurs who are actually working for the vision of our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, to have our economy of $3 trillion. With that intention, we are also helping to grow the entrepreneurs, because most of the major part of the economy is run by the MSME. So even if you consider Tata Motors, even if you consider the big giant like Reliance Retails and everything, ultimately what goes behind that is the backbone of the economy, which is startups and MSME. So we welcome all of you, and we are privileged to have you all on this event, and hope to see you at our physical event on 16th of January. Yeah, nothing more to add from my side. And thanks, Praveen, for taking this initiative and giving us an opportunity to head Maharashtra Mumbai region.
Welcome, Mr. Ashok Suchak. Wonderful words in this wonderful morning. And now I would like to even welcome all the guests of honors here who have given their precious time to us and who are going to enjoy this startup ahead. We have with us Dr. Usha Nair. Starting from her, she is the founder of Medix Meteor Healthcare. And she was such an enthusiastic lady. And ma'am, I heard the conversation and I was so and even I was so eager to welcome you here. And we would like to know about you in your own words, more and more in depth. Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you, Jalpan. Very good morning, friends. And I begin by wishing all of you a very happy new year 2023. May all your goals, dreams, and visions progress to abundance and success. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today and to take the opportunity as a guest of honor to be part of the inaugural address. Thank you, team Vyapaar Jagat. My deepest gratitude and congratulations to Dr. Praveen Parmar, founder Vyapaar Jagat, for his vision and mission, and also for creating the 1 Million Entrepreneurs International Forum. Great initiatives. That's the passion. You will be best very soon. I thank Avni, Ashokji, Priyanka, Vishal, and everybody for being patient and helpful in providing me all the details of this event, of course, to a very demanding me. Thanks to all the background team who are looking up to all us entrepreneurs to have an awesome experience over the next 3 days and an even mesmerizing experience at the National Startup Day celebrations with Vyapaar Jagat on the 16th at the World Trade Center, and the Rated Awards and Recognitions Day for many special people here. Startups would be the backbone of a new India, as is quoted in his speech last year by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Very true. The way we all are progressing passionately to providing a solution to one problem at a time, enterprise by enterprise through our startups. All the very best to the team for the upcoming event, and congratulations in advance to all of us here for being here, and particularly to those who will add a few accolades to themselves and their enterprises soon by winning the Rated Awards. Well, my name is Dr. Usha Nair. I am a disease reversal expert. I am from Mumbai. I am the founder of Medix Meteor Healthcare, a startup which enables people to use genomics, that is, knowledge of your DNA, to treat you and your families for a renewed, revived life. That is, healthy, happy, and permanent medicine-free life. I teach you to use food as your medicine every day and complete holistic health, also with high-end therapies. I aim at helping you all to reach your health goals or overcome your health challenges permanently and thus save lakhs of future healthcare costs. 3 decades in healthcare, and based on my experience in the field of genomics over the past 5 years, I am India's first woman author to have written India's first book on the science of nutrigenomics, and this book globally is the first to have only Indian true stories, evidences as it is called in our medical language. It has all come into a book of health transformations using this new disruptive science. I have been privileged to speak on the same at the United Nations conference last year, and now genomics is talked about not just by Bill Gates, by Google, by Campbell Ventures, by Nestle, by Ole, by WHO, but it is widely getting its recognition. It is very soon to be ushered into mainstream healthcare, thanks to my mentors, coaches, and peers helping me grow and overcome my challenges. That's about me, but it's about healthy entrepreneurs. Jaan hai to jahan hai. It's a journey for all of us. I welcome you all to this 3 days virtual convention named Startup Growth Talk, beginning today. You all, startup founders, solopreneurs, incubations and accelerators, individual mentors, business professionals, consultants, coaches, CXOs, directors, founders, presidents, and of course, investors and venture capitalists. These 3 days are for us to educate ourselves and be upkept with the latest trends, future, and prospects too. Startup industries are emerging. There are more sharks in the market than the sea. So get ready with your company and make yourselves, your family, friends, and country proud. Have a wonderful event and enjoy every moment of your time here to maybe have another invention in your enterprise and create a new niche to be standing high as the startup globally. Remember, it's our MSME convention, and I'm sure we will reach 1 million entrepreneurs soon internationally, but originated from India. So friends, collaborate, associate, peer connect, enhance, and expand. Vande Mataram. Stay well and stay blessed. Thank you.
Vande Mataram, ma'am. And it's such a pleasure of us to have you here on the board. And what wonderful words you shared with us. Jaan hai to jahan hai. And that makes a difference as well. So if you stay healthy, you can work well. So that is what we learned. And obviously, we are going to buy your book and read it in depth. So here we have another guest of honor, Mr. Neeraj Shah, who is the design director of IDO Design. I welcome you with my whole heart, sir, on this show, on the opening show of Vyapaar Jagat Growth Startup Growth Talk. Sir, please do tell us more about you and how does it feel to be here today morning. Please welcome, sir.
Very, very good morning, everyone. And thank you so much, Dr. Ushanaya. That was really powerful. And I think the amount of gratitude that you already brought into the room is going to be an energy that I think all of us are going to, take in and soak in for the rest of the 3 days. I'm very glad, obviously. I think the efforts that Vyapaar Jagat has been making have been not just small steps, but they've been very detailed steps. The kind of people that have been brought on through personal connects, through people who have known other people, which is a great networking methodology, has actually worked extremely well. And that's what I remember Dr. Praveen and us meeting without actually meeting each other. So bringing on so many people from diverse backgrounds in order to create more diversity. And as what Dr. Ushanaya just mentioned, is to take this as a platform from India to the rest of the world. To tell you a little bit, which I will connect to the profession that we are connected to. For all, yes, I mean, I think that list was brilliant. I should have recorded or kept a list similar to yours. All entrepreneurs, VCs, investors, mentors, everybody. I think there is something that we have learned, and I have personally been able to transfer that bit of knowledge and understanding or experience to a lot of startups. And startups which are not just startups, which are basically a big idea. So my first question to each one is that what kind of an impact is that big idea going to make? Coming from the design background, this big idea is either a creative idea or it's an idea that we think personally is a need that the market deserves or desires. Sometimes that isn't right. And when that isn't right, we don't even know that it isn't right because it is some individual's idea. The first thing is to understand whether that impact is going to be made by that big idea or by a small idea that has the potential of disrupting something else that already exists. Very often there could be smaller ideas which could be riding on something else, and that could still have a better impact because you've bettered the game. Two is what design teaches us, and which I think has been spoken about and written about a lot. IDEO in USA, Tim Brown, has been talking about design thinking. MIT has been talking about design thinking. Today, from a business perspective, we always talk about customer or client. In design, we are taught about users, and this is the difference. A customer or client is somebody who's paying for it. But when something is being created as a service or as a product, it deserves or is being done for a user. Now, it is the user which must be able to constantly keep telling you whether your product or service is working or not. And this is something that gets missed now. Constraints start coming in through your basic product or service. And I think this is the constraint that needs to be taken care of first, which means it leads to prototyping. We don't have enough people or enough stakeholders, and I don't mean stakeholders in terms of the people who are investing, enough people where these things can be tested and tried. The moment it's tested and tried, it can take as much time as it may need, but it is those iterations and that feedback that comes in enables that the product is actually what the market really deserves through all those changes that it goes through, beyond and maybe very different from the original big idea. So I think the first thing is for everybody to think about the design or the big impact it's going to make to users and not clients and customers. The other is we always talk about business sustainability. And I advise a lot of people that business sustainability is not to do with the magical number, which is valuation, which comes in much later. It must make sense because somebody is willing to buy that product or service. So sales are absolutely more important than valuation. Valuation will come, but the game is not valuation. The moment you get into that game, it's a problem, right? You work hard towards creating a value, but the valuation will come and follow itself. So that's all from me for now. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Praveen. Thank you, Jalpan. Thank you. Yes, the entire team behind all of this, because it's going to be a mammoth task. I'm also very happy that you're taking, our Prime Minister's vision ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir, and sharing our knowledge and throwing the limelight over the user concept where everybody forgets this, and designing the concept is which we have to focus before starting up the startup. So that is actually very very impeccable knowledge which you have shared with us. And what a wonderful day one. We got to know a lot of new things from you guests. Thank you once again, sir. All my gratitude to you. And moving to the another gem of today's morning is Dr. Sudipto Bhattacharya. Dr. Sudipto Bhattacharya is a startup mentor and a motivational speaker. So, Dr. Sudipto Bhattacharya, please have some words and your knowledge. Please share your knowledge or being a mentor. And I heartily welcome you on this show. Over to you, sir.
Namaskar. I am from City of Joy, Calcutta. Thank you, everybody, for accepting me and inviting me here. I am very jealous about Praveen, sir, because you have such an amazing team which keeps on connecting with us and keeps us so comfortable that I feel really, really happy that I am here. It's like a home which is gradually trying to achieve bigger dreams in our lives, all of our lives. So I am humbled by the presence of so many luminaries here. I heard already people speaking in such great eloquence. It's true that we are living in a time when India is doing amazing strides into the global arena, and our Prime Minister's vision is gradually transformed into a vision which is now achievable. And there are a lot of young people who are aligning themselves with this vision. Now, when I talk about startups, when we mentor startups, all of us here, we agree on a classic trilogy, the product, the market, and the team. So the core product value, which represents a solution to real life problems or need that is valuable enough to make people to want to pay a price for acquiring that product. And this may really seem an obvious attribute to look for, but the number of times our venture capitalists have funded businesses that are trying to grow before having a valuable product is not small. So we do understand that at times in businesses, values are more important than the valuables. So how we take our values forward in life is very important, and how we create an ecosystem where we have people who are aligning with the bigger dreams of the entrepreneur. Then we also understand that a product that generates so much of customer delight, that experience with all produces positive customer word of mouth. So we do understand that we are living in a system where we are bombarded with so much of information. And that is one of the reasons why brands matter so important nowadays. And if the brands are not breaking that clutter, definitely we are within that same vicious circle, that where we are understood as the other one. Another important thing which I also feel is the process of taking innovation and turning into a value is the essence of any very good business model. So in Vyapaar Jagat, what I find is that it's not only the networking they are trying to, build up in these times, but also supporting with proper mentors. And that is definitely going to help the ecosystem, massively. And a lot of young entrepreneurs will definitely find direction in going forward in their times. We are always looking for depth and substance of passion for the pain and experience in the journey. And we always find that the objective of a startup is creating a business model that is scalable. And in the first book which I wrote, Startup to Scale Up, I'm thinking of now adding another word, startup to scale up to scale out. So how you gradually go ahead in diversification of your business, where you change many lives furthermore. It is not always that we should be mercenaries, that we will be making profits and money. We should be missionaries also, that we find the right cause for the right people and give back to the society. We always say that, and we actually, gear ourselves to building all those. So I have heard people already, and I'm looking forward to hear a lot more from others also, and in the process learning much more than what I have brought in here. So thank you again, Vyapaar Jagat, for all the opportunities you have given us, and really, really amazed to be with this team. Thank you, Praveen sir, for the opportunity. Thank you, everybody. Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. Very well said, that startup to scale up and scale out. And I totally, completely agree to your words that it should not be a mercenary. It should be a missionary to grow and help others grow, which is also a mission of our Vyapaar Jagat team as well. So let's again welcome another gem of the necklace today, Mr. Mani Iyer, who is a managing director at Vigorous Group. Mr. Mani Iyer, vanakkam to you, and please share your knowledge with us so we better ourselves, we improve ourselves, and the audiences who's watching may yearn the knowledge and the specializations from you. Please, Mr. Mani Iyer, over to you now.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. My company name is Vigorous Group. Okay, so first thing, Vigorous means energy. Let's start with, I will have a two thing. Let's start with Vyapaar Jagat. Thanks to Dr. Praveen Parmar to give me this opportunity. Thanks, Avani. Thanks, Ashok. Excellent guys. I'm yet to meet a person like this. Okay, बहुत अच्छे, बहुत cooperative. I don't have words to actually tell about Avani and Ashok at all. And I can connect and everything. I can keep on telling about them and keep on telling about them. Vyapaar Jagat, I love the way they have done. They have been progressing one thing, and they have a vision of this 1 million entrepreneur to be added in this. It's an excellent thing. The best thing what I liked about is the peer training. What Dr. Saab has started, Dr. Praveen has started this peer training. It's going to be the excellent thing which is going to happen in SME platforms today. SME requires peer-to-peer training, lot peer training, because there are young guys, young people who are coming up. There are new startups which are coming up in India who doesn't know. शायद हो सकता है उनको स्टार्ट में कैसे एक ये लेना है वो भी नहीं पता है, कैसे एक सर्टिफिकेट लेना है वो भी नहीं पता रहेगा, बट दे हैव एन आइडिया विद इट. ये आइडिया को डॉक्टर प्रवीण साहब की जो टीम है, पेयर ट्रेनिंग टीम है, वो उनको आगे लेके जा सकती है, multi-fold, multi-crores and all those things. This is why I am expecting this thing. Secondly, a wonderful platform. I have seen the way they have checked the boxes of giving awards. It is not a paid award. This was a fantastic, phenomenal type of award giving, like it has been marked, measured, and seen that के कोई भी stone unturned न रहे. And it was absolutely to the point. अगर वो deserve करता है तो ही उसको award मिलता है. And that's an excellent thing, Praveen sir. I really salute you for this, and excellent way of putting it. I'm waiting for 16 to happen, to meet people. 3 days is going to be a fun, I think so. It's going to be a lot of learnings and a lot of fun, a lot of exchange of ideas. This is what I look at it like this. Nothing to tell about me, my company, and my company's name is Vigas Group. We are about 13 years old company. We are into 4 verticals, that is facility management, security management, staffing, payroll, and employee verification. We do employee verification, post, prior, ये सब हम करते हैं. Corporates, residentials, यहाँ सब हम काम कर रहे हैं. We are working in 12 states, having more than 2,000 people working across India, sir, today, and growing every day. This is what we are. Let's wait and see how education wise मैं क्या लोगों को सिखाऊंगा. लोग तो like मैं जैसे जैसे लोगों को मिलूंगा लगता है I love to be a mentor. Like I'm mentoring about 5 to 7 startups right now, who I go to the office or they come to my office. They are young guys, about 28, 29, 30 years, kids, and who are actually gone into software. Somebody is doing CA, some CSR fund. काफी लोग हैं जिसके साथ हम लोग बैठ के बात करते हैं. I give them the roadmap and ये सब करते हैं. So let's have a fun together. And let's have a lot of learning, a lot of wisdom, a lot of learning. Thank you, Dr. Sir, Dr. Praveen. Thank you, Avni. Thank you, Ashok, for considering me and trusting that I can be a good thing for you guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Aligla. Vande Mataram.
I think Jalpan has dropped out. All right, so let's go ahead, and I request Aditya sir to please say a few words and inaugurate the event. Yeah, please.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year to everyone who is on this platform, virtually and physically also. I first congratulate Vyapaar Jagat for coming up with such a wonderful event, Startup Growth Show. किसी भी फैमिली में जब हम जाते हैं और छोटा बच्चा होता है तो ज्यादा समय हमारा बच्चों के बारे में ही डिस्कशन करते हुए जाता है. कुछ हम उनको सलाह देते हैं, कुछ उनकी बातें सुनते हैं, बच्चे की एक्टिविटी सुनते हैं, कविता उनसे सुनवाते हैं, कैसे बोलता है, कैसे बातचीत करता है, क्या पढ़ाई करता है, किस स्कूल में पढ़ता है, इन सब बातों पर डिस्कशन करते हैं. और इसी में हमारा समय बहुत प्लेजेंट वे में निकल जाता है. आज व्यापार जगत ने इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार किया है, स्टार्टअप ग्रोथ शो. अभी हम बोलेंगे कि स्टार्टअप क्या है, तो मेरी नज़र में स्टार्टअप इंडस्ट्री के लिए छोटा बच्चा है. शुरू करता है, उसकी जर्नी बच्चे की तरह शुरू होती है और काफी ऊपर तक जाती है, ऊंचाइयां पकड़ती है. हम अपने बच्चे को थोड़ा तो ग्रोथ करते हुए देखते हैं तो बड़ा आनंद आता है. उसके लिए सब कुछ कुर्बान करने को तैयार रहते हैं. क्यों? कि बच्चा आगे क्या करेगा ये हमें पता नहीं है, लेकिन हम एक सपना देखते हैं कि हमारा बच्चा बहुत आगे बढ़ेगा. उसी तरह आज हमारा देश देख रहा है कि हमारे स्टार्टअप किस ऊंचाई तक पहुंचेंगे। चैलेंजिंग टाइम में पता चलता है कि भाई कौन क्या कर रहा है। अभी हम लोग काफी बुरे समय से गुजरे हैं 2-3 साल से कोरोना के में, तो देश ने देखा है कि स्टार्टअप का क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है। स्टार्टअप हैज डन वंडरफुल, और आज ये स्थिति है कि अगेन कोरोना का महामारी जो है सो पूरे विश्व में फैला हुआ है, लेकिन हम लोग बहुत हद तक सेफ हैं, वी आर कंफर्टेबल। इसमें स्टार्टअप्स का बहुत बड़ा रोल है। तो व्यापार जगत ने जो इस शो को लेके आया है नए साल में, एक बहुत बड़ा जो है सो देश के लिए उपहार है। और हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने ये डिक्लेयर किया है 16th इज द नेशनल स्टार्टअप डे। उसके पीछे लॉजिक यही है कि हम अपने स्टार्टअप्स को कैसे सपोर्ट करें, ग्रो कराएं और उसको एंजॉय करें, उसको सेलिब्रेट करें। व्यापार जगत ने 3 दिन का मौका दिया है उनके स्टार्टअप्स के बारे में जानने का, उनको पहचानने का, और फिर उनके सक्सेस को सेलिब्रेट करने का ऑन 16 जनवरी इन वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर मुंबई। तो ये कोई छोटी बात नहीं है, एक स्टार्टअप्स को ये मौका मिल रहा है कि वो वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर मुंबई पर पहुंचे और हम उनको सेलिब्रेट करें। दिस इज अ गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर स्टार्टअप्स मेरी समझ, और इसके हर मोमेंट को हमें एंजॉय करना है। स्टार्टअप्स को ऐसा लगे कि हमें हर तरह के मेंटर हमारे साथ हैं, सपोर्ट करने के लिए। इसलिए व्यापार जगत ने बहुत वंडरफुल प्लेटफॉर्म एस्टैब्लिश किया है, 1 मिलियन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स फोरम, इंटरनेशनल फोरम। वो भी अब हम यहाँ से इंटरनेशनली आगे बढ़ने जा रहे हैं। साथ ही पीयर्स बोर्ड ऑर्गेनाइज किया है ताकि आपस में एंटरप्रेन्योर्स बातचीत करके एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करें, एक दूसरे की इंटीग्रिटी को मेंटेन करते हुए उसको कैसे आगे बढ़ाएं, कंपटीशन की भावना ना हो के उनको सपोर्ट करने की भावना से उनको कैसे आगे लेके चलें, ये फोरम तैयार किया है। तो आई थिंक देश के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि हम व्यापार जगत कुछ करके दिखाए, और वो इनिशिएटिव डॉक्टर प्रवीण पवार ने लिया है। आई थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड कांग्रेचुलेट यू मिस्टर परमार। आगे हम ये देखेंगे कि स्टार्टअप की जर्नी में क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं। अगर हम जानेंगे कि हमारे स्टार्टअप्स कहाँ गलतियां कर रहे हैं, किससे वो पीछे रह जा रहे हैं, तो हम बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे, उसको रेक्टिफाई कर पाएंगे अपने आप। स्टार्टअप्स को सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि उनको एक्सपोजर नहीं होता है। वो बहुत अच्छे आइडिया के साथ आते हैं, इनोवेटिव आइडिया के साथ आते हैं, और बहुत जोश होता है कि हम कुछ करके दिखाएंगे, लेकिन अदर हडल्स के बारे में उन्हें पता ही नहीं। जैसे बच्चा माँ के पेट से निकलता है तो वो तो बड़ा एक्साइटेड होता है कि हम एक दुनिया में आ गए, लेकिन उसके बाद क्या क्या अड़चने आएगी उसका उसे पता नहीं है। तो वो फैमिली उसकी है जो उसको सपोर्ट करती है, और आगे चल के वो वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वर्ल्ड लीडर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की तरह पैदा लेता है। ये एक उदाहरण हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने प्रेजेंट किया है कि किस फैमिली से उठ के वो कहाँ तक जाते हैं। तो अगर हम उसमें समझें तो उसमें जो उसके मेंटरिंग का बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट है, जिसके वजह से वो यहाँ तक पहुँच पाए हैं। तो हम स्टार्टअप्स के लिए एक फैमिली तैयार कर रहे हैं व्यापार जगत के माध्यम से, जिससे कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को इसका फायदा उठा सकें, स्टार्टअप्स ग्रो कर सकें और अपनी अरमानों को पूरा कर सकें। That's all from my side. Congratulations to all the startups for joining this platform and going ahead, making their success mission go ahead. Thank you, Dr. Parmar, for giving us this opportunity.
Jalpan, if you are speaking, you are on mute. Okay. All right. So we are running short of time, and last but not least, a very special guest of the day, Dr. Shilpa. Yeah. So we have Dr. Shilpa. Shilpa ji, please unmute yourself and share a few words, please.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to start with, and such a beautiful morning with such beautiful words and enlightening words from all these people who are here. And they are all, I should say, diggaj is the word, they're all stalwarts because they're talking with their experience. And that's great about it. And I'm very happy, and it's my privilege to be here on this platform. And I am Dr. Shilpa Bansal Chavan. I'm a dietitian. I have a startup, or rather, I have an MSME registered, which is called Sankil Multi-Speciality Clinic. And through that, I give a lot of diet plans. And see, it sounds a little funny that what is a medical doctor doing here? But, in this world now, the medical doctor also has to be an entrepreneur to survive. And so if the mindset doesn't change into that, it doesn't help in any way. So as Dr. Usha here also is another medical person involved, and she is also an entrepreneur. So similarly, medical people have to be, if to survive properly and to present their products properly, they will have to be entrepreneurs. They will have to have an entrepreneur mindset, or they can be coaches. So, on this wonderful platform, I would like to talk a little about entrepreneurs and coaches. Like, see, the people who have more of services, they can all become coaches. And India needs coaches, because earlier also India was the coaching capital, and now also with so many people and so many things coming up, the startups, the entrepreneurs, there's so much of, help coming up from various platforms. People should make it a point, or people can also think of having, doing this coaching business, and we can make India, the coaching capital, so that we can get back the respect and all the things which were there earlier. For example, the Nalanda University, which was there earlier times. That's a big dream, but yes, people are doing it. There are a lot of coaches behind, they are impacting the lives of people, and each coach almost has, and impact about 1 million lives through the group, through the platform, and through their collaborations. And talking about entrepreneurs, of course, you have to have a very good, important entrepreneur mindset. And what is very important is you have to be customer centric, whether you are a coach, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a startup, whatever you are, you have to be customer centric. What you can offer the best and what problem can you solve of the customer is what you are looking at. And usually, entrepreneurs cringe, that what happens within 2 years, the failure sets in. But this is one of the platform, as Dr. Praveen Parmar has said, the peers board and the other initiatives which he has taken, they are going to help the people, help the entrepreneurs to survive. They can get a lot of mentorship. They can get a lot of guidance. It would be almost like an hand holding, throughout the procedure. And what's very important for the first 5 years of startups. And the best part is that we all have to understand as entrepreneurs that we have to give attention to details. We have to make quality over quantity. And in moving fast, we should not make mistakes. And if, then we should, look forward, and we should also analyze why this is being done. Because, opportunities come, but they are like buses, and one is gone, the other is there. So if the startup has a lot of ideas, they should concentrate on one, do it properly, and then, they can do multitasking. So, and always it's good to choose what you love rather than, so it's your passion which should drive your startup, because your idea, your passion, that can drive your startup much better than others. Because we say business is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. So we should, look it in that way, and rather all entrepreneurs, startups, women innovators, greenpreneurs, whichever name you give, like I call myself a dietpreneur. So, all the entrepreneurs have to look into it in this way. And persistently, we understand that entrepreneur, is not only talent, but a combination, and it is an acquired skill also. So with the help of mentors, we can, do it. And I think this platform, which Dr. Parmar has said, I want to congratulate him for the various initiatives he has taken, the various the 1 million entrepreneurship forum which he has created and which he wants to, have all those people together. It can be done through the way we are going ahead. And I think that should be quite a bit. So I thank Dr. Praveen Parmar for calling me and for putting me on this platform. And I also thank all the others so that I can be amongst the peers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much. And yeah, so we have our next guest. I'm really sorry, Devinder sir. Yeah, so we have Mr. Devinder Jain, and he is from Federation of All India Vyapaar Mandal. He's a secretary from Federation of All India Vyapaar Mandal. So Devinder ji, it's over to you. Thank you so much for joining.
सर, मंच पर सभी उपस्थित लोगों को सबसे पहले मैं नमस्कार करता हूं, व्यापार जगत का धन्यवाद करता हूं। मैं देविंदर जैन। डॉक्टर प्रवीण जी, आपका विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद इसलिए करना चाहता हूं, आज जो एंटरप्रेन्योर हमारा था उसको कहीं ना कहीं एक तलाश थी एक सम्मान की, वो जो गैप था वो व्यापार जगत ने आज वो पूरा कर दिया। मैं विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं इसके लिए, और आप सभी का आभार मुझे अपने साथ जोड़ने के लिए। दिल्ली समस्त व्यापार जगत की ओर से आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं आप लोगों को, किसी प्रकार से कभी भी कोई सहायता हमारे दिल्ली कारोबारी तरफ से हो, उसके लिए सदैव आपके साथ खड़े मिलेंगे। और इसी शब्दों के साथ कम समय लूंगा, सभी इंटेलेक्चुअल्स ने सब कुछ बोल ही दिया है और बोलने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है। बाकी पुनः आप सभी का आभार जुड़ने के लिए, धन्यवाद।
थोड़े कम शब्दों में सर बहुत कुछ कह दिया आपने। वंस अगेन थैंक यू सो मच फॉर joining Devinder ji and sharing your kind words. And once again, I from the bottom of my heart, I thank all the guests for supporting in best possible ways you have done. I mean, being a jury, being the guest, and sharing a lot of things. So once again, thank you so much everyone for joining and inaugurating this particular event, and looking forward. Thank you so much. And now we are, officially, putting this particular, the grand Vyapaar Jagat show for all the entrepreneurs, not only the Indian entrepreneurs who are joining online and, being part of this particular show, but, to all the entrepreneurs, I mean, across the globe, whomsoever is doing something to change someone's life, and, they are part of the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So looking forward to see you all, and thank you so much once again, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.